Good morning, this is your AI host, Jay. I'm here with the automatically generated, Journato, morning headlines on December 16, 2022. UK's Peanuts pledge for land and ocean conservation faces criticism at COP15. Lockdown meant extreme stress, now I have new concerns. My life in Shanghai. The Guardian, China's post-COVID-0 era leaves nothing reliable. Bloomberg, analysis, how China looks to be easing its COVID-0 strategy. The Washington Post, how will China fare with COVID? Meaningless data clouds the picture. The Indian Express, China COVID latest, Xi stays silent since major changes to policies. UK village names Putin, bell end of the year, and unveils penis-headed statue. Fears of full-blown Israeli-Palestinian conflict grow after bloodiest year since 2005. Sajid Javid, ex-health secretary issues warning over NHS as he admits odds stacked against Tories at next election. Polish police chief in hospital after gift from Ukrainian officials explodes. BBC, Poland's police chief wounded after gift from Ukraine official explodes. The Guardian, Poland police chief injured by exploding grenade launcher given as gift by Ukraine. The Telegraph, gift from Ukraine explodes at Polish police station, 2 injured. Anadolu Agency, English, Poland's police chief hospitalized after a gift from Ukraine exploded. No suspects, murder weapon or motive, mystery of 4 University of Idaho students killed in their beds. Sky News, Idaho murder cops a confident person in white Hyundai Elantra has critical information on case. Daily Mail, will the Idaho College murders become America's next cold case? The Independent, Moscow murders, police have identified patterns in the investigation. KTVB.com, Idaho update, Kaylee Gonkar's father reveals new details as authorities continue hunt for answers. Gerard Hutch trial, Dowdall says he did not know room to be used by killers. BBC, Dowdall defends, lie of necessity, about Regency during 2016 Garda interview. The Independent, Garda interview with former Sinn Féin councillor played at trial of Gerard Hutch. ITV News, Dowdall says he should have asked questions about room. RTEIE, Dowdall voices regretted his unfair comments about Mary Lou McDonald. Malaysia landslide leaves campers dead and dozens missing. BBC, campers dead and dozens missing in Malaysia landslide. BBC, dozens feared buried alive after landslide hits campsite north of Kuala Lumpur. Runcorn and Witness World, Malaysia landslide, 8 killed and dozens trapped at campsite near Kuala Lumpur. The Guardian, 8 killed after landslide in Malaysia, dozens missing. US-Africa Summit, Joe Biden says US is all in on Africa's future. BBC, US announces billions of dollars in support for Africa. BBC News. BBC News, Biden backs African Union becoming permanent G20 member. Al Jazeera English, US President Biden calls for African Union to join G20. Anadolu Agency, English, Secretary Antony J. Blinken and Kenyan President Ruto before their meeting, United States Department of State. Chinese doctors and nurses reportedly told to work while infected as COVID surges. The Guardian, Beijing urged to roll out COVID boosters to avoid 1 million deaths. Financial Times, as China seeks to live with the virus, COVID control industries face decline. Reuters, China COVID, panic buying and shortages as restrictions are eased. BBC, Chinese insurers pull coronavirus coverage as cases mount. Russia-Ukraine war live, Ukrainian officials warn of major new Russian offensive. US Senate approves $800 million in aid. The Guardian, Ukraine war, Kyiv says Russia planning major ground offensive in New Year. BBC, empty words, Ukraine foreign minister on Russian threat. CNN, Ukraine army chief warns Moscow preparing for new Kyiv attack as Putin seeks new economic ties, as it happened. The Guardian, Russia preparing large-scale offensive deep into Ukraine as far as Kyiv. This was all for the news. Thanks for listening. Please do not forget to like and subscribe.